श्याम सुंदर भगवान की जय, श्री श्री गौर निताई की जय, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna to all the devotees. We welcome you on behalf of International Society for Krishna Consciousness, whose founder Acharya is Abhay Chanarvind Bhaktivedant Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Prabhupada, by the mercy of all the Vaishnava Acharya, Srila Rupa Goswami and Srila Prabhupada, we will try to recite, understand and study the Nectar of Instruction verse number 4. So the Nectar of Instruction book is one of the most important book for the new sadhaka or the neophyte devotee. And it is the book even a new devotee till the sannyasi, they also continuously reading. It is not that Nectar Instruction book you have read first time and then complete. No, you have to repeat during the all the way of your journey at least once in a week. So we try to conduct the Nectar Instruction class at least once or twice in a month. So, first of all, Nectar of Instruction is the basic book for the neophyte devotee, which is written by Srila Rupa Goswami. They are the first one of the among in the Chhat Goswami, six Goswami of Sri Vrindavan Dham. They were the disciple of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and they were not an ordinary personality, but they were the exalted and the pure devotee of Lord Sri Krishna, who established the principle of prema bhakti, or you can say devotional service that will work in our day-to-day life. That how a sadhaka should talk and behave. So, nectar of instruction, verse number 1. वाचुवेगम मनशक्रोधवेगम जीवावेगम उदारपस्तवेगम इतान वेगान युवसहित धीरा सर्वम अभिमाम पृथ्वीम सुशिष्यते. So this is the verse which is the definition of a guru. Nectar of instruction, verse number 4, verse number 1 is the this is the definition of a guru. Who can be a qualified guru? A sober person who can tolerate the urge to speak, the mind's demand, the action of anger, and the urges of the tongue, belly, and the genitals is qualified to make disciples all over the world. So, see, these are the six qualities of a guru. That is why Sri Gopa Goswami is educating us that who will be the spiritual master, what are the qualities of a guru. At least theoretically, we cannot memorize, we cannot see because we are not perfect, we are not realized soul. So we cannot say what is going on, this person or that person is a pure devotee or not, is a guru or no. But when we chant sincerely, when we pray to Krishna honestly, and we ask the mercy and beg the mercy, and the Krishna will send us the help in the form of a guru. Then in the text number 2, it is been written that what are the six things which spoil our devotional service. And quickly we will recite Atyahara Prayascha Prajalpo Niyama Graha Janasangancha Laulyam Cha Shadvir Bhaktir Vinashyati. So Rupa Goswami is teaching us what are the don'ts in the devotional service we should avoid, and we should not commit mistakes. If we will one do, it will spoil the devotional service. ये छह कार्य करने से व्यक्ति की भक्ति नष्ट होती है. क्या है? One, अत्याहार, eating more than necessary or collecting more fun than required. Number two, over endeavoring for the mundane things that are difficult to obtain. Number three, talking unnecessarily about the mundane subject. Number four, practicing a scripture regulation only for the sake of following them. Number five, associating with the worldly minded people or the association of a non devotee who are not interested in Krishna consciousness. And the last, number six, being greedy for the mundane achievement. So these are the don'ts of the devotional service. Now, in the text number 3, we will quickly revive that Srila Rupa Goswami in the Nectar of Instruction verse, it is saying that what are the six principles. छह ऐसे कौन सी वस्तुएं, ऐसी प्रिंसिपल्स है, सिद्धांत है जो कि भक्ति के लिए अनुकूल है और प्रतिकूल है. एग्जीक्यूशन ऑफ डिवोशनल सर्विस अनुकूल यानी कि फेवरेबल है. उत्साह, निश्चया, धैर्य, तत्त कर्म प्रवर्तनात्, संग त्यागा, सतो वृत्ते, शद्भिर भक्ति प्रसिद्धति. So these are the do's. The previous verse, text number 2, were the don'ts, and text number 3 is the do's. What is the things? Number 1, utsaha, being enthusiastic. How you will come to know, I always say in the class, we should wake up early in the morning, perform Mangala Arati, chant in the association of the devotee, and then we should continue our day. Utsaha Nisyaya, entering with confidence. Dhaira, being patient. And 4, acting according to the regular services such as Shravanam, Kirtan, Vishnu Smaran. And number 5, abandoning the association of a non-devotee. And number 6 is the following in the footstep of previous acharya. We should do bhakti based on the sadhu, guru, and shastra, not by own whimsical mind or mentality. When we become devotee, when we become surrender to the Lord Krishna's representative spiritual master, then we have to follow the footstep of the previous acharya. Like we are following Abhay Charna Arvind Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, who is a pure devotee of Lord Krishna. And what Srila Prabhupada has did, the Prabhupada has started the ISKCON movement and preaching all over the world. And we can see that Srila Prabhupada has made the devotees in all over the world. So my dear devotee, these are the six principles undoubtedly assure that a person completely successful pure devotional service. These are the pure devotional service. Now we will come to the today's topic, which is the nectar of instruction, verse number 4. So I request all the devotee, please, at least not nectar of instruction all the verses, but at least the devotees should memorize the text number 1, 2 and 3, and if possible, which is very good, you can memorize the text number 4 as well. So I have displayed on your screen. It says, ददाति प्रतिगृह्णाति गुह्यम् आख्याति पृच्छति भुङ्क्ते भोजयति चैव षड्विधं प्रीतिलक्षणम्. Synonym: Dadati, give charity, Pratigranati, accept in return, Guhyam, confidential topics, Akhyati, explains, Prachyati, inquires, Bhunkte, eats, Bhojayate, feeds, Cha, also, Eva, certainly, Shat Vidam, six kind, Priti, of love, Lakshanam, symptoms. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Offering gifts in the charity, accepting charitable gifts, revealing one's mind in confidence, inquiring the confidentiality, accepting prasad and offering prasad are the six symptoms of love shared by one devotee and another devotee. Hare Krishna. So I gave the वर्क होमवर्क टू ऑल द डिवोटीज। आप में से जो जो भक्त अभी ऑनलाइन है, आज उनका होमवर्क है कि वो नेक्टर ऑफ इंस्ट्रक्शन का translation purport they will read at your home at least one time. If you are memorizing and reading it for 2 3 times, this is very good, wonderful, but this is your today's lesson, that you will read the purport by Srila Prabhupada and nectar of instruction verse number 4. So who will be the devotees who are going to read it? You can write in the chat box so I can say yes. Umesh Prabhu, Anumata ji has said that they will read the purport. What about other devotees? They are online. They should also read the purport of pure devotional service. So, my dear devotees, first of all, you need to understand it. आपको देखो एक बात समझनी पड़ेगी. नेक्टर ऑफ इंस्ट्रक्शन वर्स नंबर 2 एंड वर्स नंबर 3, देर इज कॉमन थिंग जो दोनों वर्सेस के अंदर बताते हैं. कौन भक्त मुझे बताएगा? मेरे ख्याल से उमेश प्रभु और अनु माता जी ऑनलाइन है, कवल माता जी ऑनलाइन है, रवीश प्रभु, विनित्रा माता जी, मुरलीधरन प्रभु, हरि कृष्णा. कैन एनीबडी टेल मी विच इज द कॉमन फैक्टर, common principle in nectar of instruction verse number 3, and the 2 has been described by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, by Rupa Goswami? Any clue, anything that comes in your mind?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji.
This Asatsang Tyaga, association of devotees.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Vinitra Mataji. So here, the most important, the very important point that has been described, as Mataji said, that Sangha Tyaga Sato Vritte. The association, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also said to address the devotee, what is the characteristic of a devotee? The Chaitanya Mahaprabhu immediately said, Asat Sangha Tyag Ai Vaishnava Achran. कि हमें नॉन डिवोटी एसोसिएशन को छोड़ना पड़ेगा. एंड देर इज अ डिफरेंस, एज आई ऑलवेज से, टू मीटिंग पीपल एंड एसोसिएटिंग पीपल. Meeting people means that you go talk to them, do the business, and come back, finish the story. And association means they are drinking, they are smoking, you are also drinking, you are smoking. This is dangerous. We should associate with the devotee. But if you are going to associate with the devotee, now what you are going to do? What will be the kriya that has been given to us? And these are the Srila Prabhupada mercy, we will try to, discuss on this nectar of instruction text number 4. So here, when you are not associating with a non-devotee, the next step come to whom you will associate. Of course, you will associate with the devotee. If you are, even you have a two options, you have a two choice: associate with the devotee or associate with the non-devotee. There is no in between things. So when you associate with the devotee, what are the etiquettes? What are the principles? What are the six loving exchange between the devotees has been described in this verse. So I'm sharing the screen with you. You can easily see in this screen, in this presentation, where the nectar of instruction verse number 4 describe the six loving exchange between the devotees. So first here you see a fruit seller Mataji. She came to Vrindavan and she was offering the fruits to Lord Krishna. And Lord Krishna took the fruits, and then Krishna has given her so many jewelry, diamonds and the jewels and the pearls. So why this is happening? Because this is the आदान प्रदान भक्त और भगवान के बीच में. There is a mellow exchange of loving affairs between the devotee and the Lord. And if Lord is not there, between and among the devotees also it is possible. So here we are not that much fortunate, like what Mataji is presenting fruits to the Lord Krishna, and there are some associate of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Like you see Panchatattva Gadadhar Pandit Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is exchanging the loving affairs and exchange the loving relationship within the devotees. So in this verse you can read that even the Lord also need the association of his devotee, the pure devotee. You can see the Lord doesn't want to enjoy anything alone. In this world you cannot enjoy or you cannot take blissfulness alone. So you need a companion. Similarly, you see here our, Srila Prabhupada disciples, Jai Pataka Swami Maharaj, Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj, Radhanath Swami Maharaj, Dinabandhu Prabhu, and they all are, they all are exchanging loving relationship among the devotees. They are hugging and they are feeding prasad and they are doing a lot of activities. So it should be the mood of the Vaishnava that whenever we meet the Vaishnava, we greet them, we welcome them, and we, hug them. Matajis can hug only to Matajis, and Prabhujis can hug only to Prabhujis. So this is also possible. So here it is being said in the sixth verse, there are six loving exchange of devotional service, which we also describe. So now we will discuss. Actually, Srila Prabhupada has said that in this material world also there is a principle of give and take. Love is give and take. Similarly, love and the exchange of relation. देखिए, हम बोलते हैं कि हमारे घर पे कोई नहीं आता. Normally, in the material world, we say that there are no people are coming at our home because you are not going to other people's home. That is why nobody is coming to your home. Okay, everyone is saying nobody is loving me. मुझसे कोई प्रेम नहीं करता. भाई क्यों प्रेम करेंगे आपसे? Why the people will love you? They will discuss and talk about you because you are not going to love and discuss and will. So first of all, my dear devotees, you need to understand. Srila Prabhupada has given us this ISKCON as a society. We are living in this very big society. And which society? Srila Prabhupada is not a vision of any sect or the panth on a particular area or the city or a temple. Srila Prabhupada is coming with the idea of the Bhagavad Gita, universal truth, is talking about the soul, is talking about the spirituality. And in this, Srila Prabhupada is initiating the organization in the name of International Society for Krishna Consciousness, ISKCON. How is it possible? ISKCON, the reason is that Srila Prabhupada said this is the international society, like we have friends in all over the world. Wherever we are going, we are landing, there are devotees. So Srila Prabhupada has a very, very big idea. Prabhupada ji का जो vision था, Prabhupada ji का जो idea था, वो कोई छोटा मोटा नहीं था. So similarly, you will give the love, you will receive the love. And why unnecessary the people will think of you and wanted to give you the love? No. So to give in return for something receive, trade, exchange, dollar or friends. This is the, worldly, I'm talking about the worldly affair. In the world, there is a give and take system. And to give and receive reciprocal interchange like exchange gift, exchange ideas. This is happening within the business, within the society and the community. Third thing, to give up for the substitute. Okay, Whenever you need a some favor, you need to talk about the, some why the people will give you the favor without any relationship. There is a substance of give and take in this material world. For example, to give up for the substitute, exchange a position in a private sector as a post in the government. Like you are in a government position, sometime you say ना हमारे यहाँ पर, like in UAE, in the Gulf country, we use the word wasta. Vasta means that I have source, I have some relationship in the particular sector. If you want to work on it, I will help you. And turn in the replacement. So these are the exchange. So society is nourished by these exchanges. For example, businessmen, and same if you talk, like Srila Prabhupada has given us this society ISKCON, which is nourished by the exchanges. Normally, the normal people are also doing these six or four kind of exchange. So Srila Prabhupada, he wanted to create a society. For this he needs people around him. What kind of people? Like-minded people, not who are, the devotee. So now Srila Prabhupada is giving association to these people, and by the association of the pure consciousness, when they hear the chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Srila Prabhupada at Tompkinson Square Park make a lot of devotee. When all these people will come, what Srila Prabhupada will do? Srila Prabhupada said, then you have to go to Nectar of Instruction, verse number 4, where Srila Prabhupada is teaching us how to deal with devotees, not even the human, like man only. Srila Prabhupada so merciful, Srila Prabhupada used to love the children. Especially Srila Prabhupada was said that you have to take care of the kids and the Matajis and the women. So now in the picture you see that a lot of Mataji, Srila Prabhupada is offering the prasad. So Prabhupada says, the life of a Krishna conscious society is nourished by the six types of loving affair. What are the loving affair? Among the members, like we are the members of the society and the ISKCON, the people must be given the chance to associate with the devotees of ISKCON, because simply by reciprocating in the sixth way mentioned above, an ordinary man can fully receive this dormant Krishna consciousness. So, what are these dormant Krishna consciousness? Srila Prabhupada has said again. What are the six? What are the six things? That offering gifts in a charity. What he says, dadati pratigrinati. That, as I said, we have a very big society. हमारी जो इस्कॉन है ये बहुत बड़ी society है. In the all over the society, wherever you go, there are chances, like, as Kaval Mataji's online, first time we went to Kaval Mataji's home in Pakistan, and she's living in the outskirts of Hyderabad. So I also go every time during my trip to Prahlad Desh. I also visit Hyderabad. So I thought, let's go to Mataji's place as well, and she has organized a wonderful program. So what they give, they offer the gifts in the charity to us, the Mataji and their whole family, and we accept the charitable gifts. Dadati means give, charity means gifts. जो है, it doesn't mean कि आप charity दे रहे हो, you can give in the gifts. Okay, it is all talking. Pratigranati, accept in return. ऐसा नहीं है खाली लेना है, आपको देना भी है. Okay, then whatever we would have the devotional item. So what kind of charity gifts you will give, to the devotees? Of course, devotional item. The devotees will not give you some, wine. In USA, in Europe, if you go, there are a lot of people, what they do in exchange of that gift, when they are going to somebody's home, they are carrying a bottle of wine, and they will drink, and they will also get drink, and they will go into the hell. This is the, exchange of the gift. So devotee should, offer the gifts in the charity and accept the charitable gifts. But what kind of gifts they should give? They can, offer the devotional items, or any cultural, or any, like they were giving us the shawl, Sindhi lungi, this kind of thing they were offered to us. So what is dadati prati granati? And the second, ये तो दो हो गए, देना भी है और लेना भी है. And then what is the third? Guyam akhati prachati. Guyam means confidential topics. So first is that give the gifts and take the gifts within the devotee community, then the loving affairs will happen. Similarly, like for example, it doesn't mean that, like for example, in our devotee community, there are some devotees who are bringing gifts for me from Vrindavan. Like we cannot go to India, so they give me the gifts, like dhoti, kurta, and the japamala, like kirtal, for example. These are the things which is available in India only, which is not available everywhere. So these devotee comes to Dubai and they visit us, they gave us. So for us, it's a luxury. Similarly, when we go to our home country, like we are from Pakistan, and there are so many good dresses, the local dresses. So we also buy for our these devotee, and then they say you have bring this from the home country, from the Pakistan. When they we give to them, they become very happy. So these are the favorable thing. It is not that every time, like in our country, what devotional items we will buy for the devotees. These are the only options. So anything which is devotional or favorable that the devotees will wear, that is okay. And the third is very important thing, guhyam, confidential topics, आख्याति explains, and then प्रचाति inquires. देखो ये तीन चीजें बहुत याद रखो, द डिवोटीज मस्ट डू गुयम आख्याति प्रच्यति. We should, we have a very big ISKCON society. There are thousands of the devotee. Every time you meet any of the devotee, you will say Hare Krishna, keep a smile on your face. This is a success I am telling you. And even within the devotee community, there will be some clashes, and will be a different of opinion. And during the seva, we do some aprad. Sometimes we say this devotee is not good, this devotee is good, and he's doing the seva against me, he's making group and this and that. There are a lot of things happens when the society, when you come. It is not easy. There are so many challenges to run a congregation. And Srila Prabhupada says, जहाँ पर चार बर्तन होते हैं वहां पर खिटपिट आवाज तो थोड़ी आती है. So what we have to do, we have to tolerate. How you will tolerate? Even a person within the society is your enemy. For example, I'm not saying that, take it, I'm not a very higher consciousness that I say no one is my enemy, all are my friends. And it will happen within the society. There will be some people who are against you in your preaching, in your activity, in your program. They will keep an eye. So what you will do, you have to tolerate them. And when you meet them, I will give you a very good tip today, that this is a big society and there are a lot of devotees. What do? You greet that. If they are not saying you Hare Krishna, you can go. If they are meeting, ऐसा नहीं कि जानबूझ के वहां पर जाके उसको हरे कृष्णा बोले, वरना उसको भी डाउट होगा ये कुछ कर रहा है, कुछ पका रहा है. What you have to do, when they meet you in the temple, in the programs, आपका आमना सामना हो, तो आप लोग keep a smile on your face and smile and just say Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna Mataji, how are you, everything okay, all good. Then you can leave. And because while living together with the devotees you will offend the Vaishnava, it is better that we keep a little distance, and we'll continue with our service and they would continue with theirs. So गुयम आख्याति, ये एक बहुत बड़ी सोसाइटी है. इस सोसाइटी में हजारों भक्त हैं. But I'm telling you, my dear devotees, only 2 or 3 or 4 maximum devotees will be there who will be very dear and near to you. And there will be a lot of pairing is happening within the society based on your culture, based on your language, based on your mindset, based on your education, based on your status. The devotee also have the pairing. सब क्या बोलते हैं, devotee pairs बनाते हैं. They are called the buddy devotees or something like that. So what will happen? They are your friends, and you exchange the loving relationship with them. But to whom you can tell the confidential thing, अपने जो हृदय की बात है वो किसको बताओगे? Even अपने शिक्षा गुरु और अपने दीक्षा गुरु. You don't need to tell your personal things, your personal life to everyone in the society कि मेरे घर में ऐसा चल रहा है, मेरे माता पिता ने ऐसा किया, हमारे साथ ऐसा हो गया, मेरी जॉब चली गई, ये हो गया वो गया. No, you don't need to tell everything to every devotee in the society. And that is why to whom you trust, जिसके आप ट्रस्ट करते हो, और वो कितने होंगे? वो एक दो या तीन होंगे. Like in the lecture there are many devotees, they give in the lecture and they say that you can have millions of shiksha guru. No, my dear, don't keep millions of shiksha guru. Just we have a one diksha guru. At least you should have a one shiksha guru. These are the most important perspective or the parts in your life जिनके बाद आप reveal करते हो your mind, not to equal devotee, बराबर के लोगों को भी नहीं करना चाहिए. And there will be chances that within the society there will be the rumors, so we should avoid it. I'm telling you with the practical perspective. मैं आपको practically ये बात बता रहा हूँ. So what will happen in the next verse? It will say that you should reveal your mind to the devotee who are confidential. अब देखो confidential to your guhyam, confidential secret to whom you will tell, the person to whom you trust. They know you for long time, 5 year, 10 year, 50 year. Akhyadi, then you can explain and they will tell you the answer that what are the problem you are facing based on their experience. उनकी जो एक्सपीरियंस होता है, उनका जो रियलाइजेशन होता है, गुरु और कृष्ण की कृपा से जो भक्त होते हैं वो आपको उनका अपना हल बताएंगे. So you should talk to your shiksha guru and your diksha guru and any of your friend within the society, and they should not be more than three or four or five. It can be minimum two or maximum four. That's it. And similarly, what are the other six symptoms? Bhungte, bhojate, chaiva. Bhongte means that eat. When you go to the devotee's home, they will offer the prasad. And this Srila Prabhupada says this is happening in the every normal business as well. Prabhupada saying कि भूंगते खाएं भोजयते, उनको खिलाएं भी. ऐसा नहीं है कि खाली खाते रहना है, नहीं. आपको खिलाना भी है. आप किसी के घर प्रोग्राम में जाते हो तो आप अपने घर पे भी प्रोग्राम रखो ताकि भक्त आए आपके घर पे भी प्रसाद ले. सो द डिवोटी शुड नॉट बी द मिंगी. The devotee should not be the conjuice. Okay, the devotee also have a big heart because Krishna is sitting in your heart. So we should say accepting prasad and as well as offering prasad to the devotee. So these are the sadvidam preeti lakshanam. These are the six symptoms of love shared by devotee and the another devotee. So, in Bhagavad Gita also, Krishna, Lord Krishna, they invite everyone to participate. 2.62 Bhagavad Gita. Sangha jajayate karmano. One desire and exception develop addition to company one keeps. So, our association is the most important thing. And, in the devotee community, you will find two types of devotee. I'm sorry to say, please don't mind. One are the devotees who are always talking about the bad things, like they are complaining and they are doing prajalpa. And whenever you sit with them, they will defame or they will tell this is problem in society. The temple is management is like this. ISKCON is deviating. There are Ritvik. There are this problem. There are that problem. He became guru. He fell down. This devotee was eating outside and all these things. But there are second category of the devotees. There you will find this group everywhere in the world. I'm sorry to say, please don't mind. These are the devotees who will come associate and they will talk about Krishna. दे आर एक्चुअली दैट यू. एक निंदनीय है जो निंदा ही करते रहेंगे, और होते हैं जो कि भगवत गीता के 10वें अध्याय में एक श्लोक है. व्हाट इज द श्लोक वेयर कृष्णा इज सेइंग? एनी ऑफ यू डिवोटी रिमेंबर द श्लोक वेयर कृष्णा इज सेइंग व्हाट माय डिवोटी डज व्हेन दे मीट? This is the particular verse in the chapter 10, Chaturshloki Bhagavata, where Krishna is saying, when my devotee meets, what they do. Anybody remember? So this verse is actually is that when devotee Tushanti cha Ramanti cha, when the devotees of the Lord Krishna meet, they don't do, prajalpa, but they talk about Krishna, they talk about service, they talk about how we can progress in bhakti, how we can preach, how we can distribute Srila Prabhupada books. And they are always emphasized, and their topic and the subject and mind always dwells within the service. So Srila Prabhupada said in this purport that a verse is there which says, Nitya Siddh Krishna Prem Shadh Kabu Nahi शिवादि शुद्ध चित्ते करोय उद्धाय. So, Madhya Leela Chaitanya Charitamrita 22.107, it is said, pure love of Krishna is eternally established in the heart of living entity. So, Krishna love is already there in your heart in the form of, you are a Atma, you are the part and parcel of Krishna. That is why, as you see your mother, the love start developing. Similarly, when you come in contact with the Krishna's devotee, you will re-establish your lost connection with the Krishna, because the pure love of Krishna is eternally established in your heart. You are Atma, you are the soul. It is not something to be gained from outer source. बाहर से नहीं है, कृष्ण भक्ति already अंदर है. When the heart is purified by hearing and chanting, Shramadaji Shuddha Chitti, when you will chant the holy name of the Lord, when you listen the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam and these kind of verses and the books, the living entity naturally awakens. So this is the natural symptoms of a devotee to love Krishna. Not the devotee, but everyone. What Krishna means all attractive. So similarly, Srila Prabhupada says, simply by hearing, Cheto Dharpana Marjana, when you will chant, you will listen about Krishna consciousness, you will feel that I have developed some love for Krishna. And when you will start loving Krishna, I am sorry to say, my dear devotees, you will forget everything, because you will get a person, your lost father. You have a father, like Srila Prabhupada says, like we have a father who is a billion trillion year. He has a lot of money. He is a very rich person, but we have forgot. Who is he? He is Krishna. So how you will remember? By chanting and reading about it. So Srila Prabhupada is in Dadati. You see, Srila Prabhupada is giving the beads to a Mataji, and Srila Prabhupada is giving prasad to the devotees. Srila Prabhupada said that I have preached in all over the world by giving the prasad to the devotees. So prasad can be in the form of chanting beads by initiation. And you see in the Jharkhand also, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dance with a lot of animals, elephants. The Chaitanya Mahaprabhu can do, but we cannot do, I'm sorry to say. And there you see Sankirtan movement Srila Prabhupada has initiated. So one day, one journalist asked Srila Prabhupada, how you preach and become successful in all over the world. The Srila Prabhupada said, Dadati, I gave prasad to everyone, number one. And number two, Srila Prabhupada said, I did Sankirtan. Our Hare Krishna movement is a Sankirtan. You see the devotees having kartal, boomers, and the sound system and harmonium, and they are singing on the street of the Lord like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu street. Similarly, we can distribute the books. Srila Prabhupada saying that you meet with the people outside. Of course, in some of the country like where we are living, there are restrictions. You cannot distribute on the roads, on the public. But in the West, in the USA, in the India, at least those who are living there, they can go once in a week and distribute Srila Prabhupada books on the road. Because Srila Prabhupada said that my mission is the book distribution. So here Srila Prabhupada is going to the hotels. There the people are eating and doing all these things. Srila Prabhupada is giving Krishna consciousness to these people. So we have to go out. Then only you will preach, and you will, a guy sitting at your home, you cannot preach. Srila Prabhupada left Vrindavan. So Srila Prabhupada says that how you can give. Srila Prabhupada, now suppose if there are 100% in a society, अब ये ज्ञान से सुनिएगा, ये बहुत ही अच्छी श्रील प्रभुपाद की एक टीचिंग है. And what Srila Prabhupada says, Srila Prabhupada says that Dadati principle, now suppose if there are 100% in a society, 25% student, 25% retired life, 25% sannyasi, renounced order. Now out of 100%, 75% they are engaged in the service of the Supreme Lord. The rest 25% who are the Grihastha, they are meant for sacrifice 50% of income with their 75%. That is the whole program of the Varna Ashram Dharma. This is a kind of spiritual communism, spiritual communism. So here Srila Prabhupada is establishing a rule like, we are also earning. We are going to office. And Prabhupada says there are four ashram in this, Varna ashram. What are they? Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprasth and Sannyas. Now all these three, they are not earning. Who? Brahmachari is not earning. He is a student. He lives in the ashram and he performs the duty to his guru. Vanaprasth, they are already retired, mostly retired. And sannyas means they have took sannyas, they are completely retired. Only the 25% who are the gresta, they are the responsible to maintain and give charity to the society. That is why Srila Prabhupada has mentioned that if possible, I know that we are living in a material world. Srila Prabhupada is giving us the guideline. Even for me also, it is not practical. I'm talking about me. See, I'm not talking about based on I'm talking about the facts on facts and figure. But we should not deny what Srila Prabhupada is saying, because Prabhupada is giving an ideal life of a Grihastha or a Krishna consciousness devotee. Like I can give you an example. There are Srila Prabhupada disciple who was giving 100% to Srila Prabhupada as an income. ऐसे भी भक्त थे, हमारे जैसे नालायक नहीं, जो सच्चे प्रभुपाद जी के डिसाइपल थे. They were giving 100% to the Srila Prabhupada to maintain the society or run to temple. There are Srila Prabhupada disciples who gave their life, their everything, their money. Like you see in the past also, Maharaja बलि महाराज ने अपना सिर दिया भगवान को कि भगवान आप जो है वो इस पे रख के, और आप जो है वो वामन भगवान को कहा कि आप मेरा सब कुछ ले लीजिए. सो हम कहते हैं ना, तेरा तुझको सौंप के क्या लागे मेरा. सो शिला प्रभुपाद से रूप सनातन गोस्वामी ऑल्सो व्हेन दे गेट रिटायर्ड, they give 50% of their money to the propagating the Krishna consciousness, and 25% they kept is for themselves, and 25% they gave to the their family and relatives. So this is the kind of Srila Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj gave 100%. Yes, my Guru Maharaj, when he was working in Pepsi Cola as a marketing director, so he was, whatever he used to earn, he used to give to Srila Prabhupada. And there was a Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj disciple. He was a Gresta. Whenever he was getting the salary, the whole salary he used to give it to the Bhakti Siddhanta Maharaj. He said, Maharaj, मैं आपका हूँ, मेरी पत्नी और घर भी तो आपका है, हम दीक्षा लिए हैं आपसे. But for some people like me, like us, we are not very staunch and exalted and pure, disciple, sincere disciple. But yes, like whenever we are traveling in all over the world, like last week, We went to the Pakistan. You need to buy the tickets, and sometime that you will get some funds, sometime you will not. Most of the time you will not get them. It is very difficult for the gresta. But wherever you will go, the Krishna will arrange everything. Like I was a brahmachari for 8 years. I was serving as a full time in ISKCON society. But trust me, from my perspective, I'm telling you, I never get, you know, पैसों की कभी कमी नहीं हुई. इतना भी नहीं था कि बहुत ज़्यादा है, इतना भी नहीं था कि कम है. जहाँ पर चले जाते थे खुद ब खुद भगवान अरेंज कर लेते. लाइक आई वेंट टू पुणे फ्रॉम बॉम्बे, एंड ऑन द वे आई हैव ओनली वन साइड ऑफ टिकट. मेरे साथ एक और ब्रह्मचारी डिवोटी थे मेरे फ्रेंड. आते हुए मुझे नहीं पता था कैसे आएंगे. And when I start giving lecture, Srila Prabhupada mercy, like Krishna says, Satata Kirtan Tumam Ye Jana Pariupaste Sham Nityabhyuktanam Yogam Sham Vamya. A devotee came and he gave me some money in Indian rupees, and he said, Prabhuji, this is for you. So I got the tickets of the return. So Krishna is so merciful when you will do something. For this, you need to take risk. Yeah, of course, it is not that something will come automatically. So Prabhupada says that if you want, you can donate into the society in different way. Like every year we are printing books, and we are doing a lot of service. I don't want to tell, but there are devotees who are giving Lakshmi to the ISKCON to build the temple, to print the books, and to organize the program. और अगर आप देखो कुछ नहीं कर सकते ना, like we are not asking and demanding कि पैसा दो. We are not the money making people. We are not here to collect funds or the donation. We are here to give Krishna consciousness to the people. And now you need to understand that nothing comes for free. If you want to organize a program at your home, you want to take some devotee, you want to invite some devotee, Lakshmi is necessary. So those are very intelligent people who are using their income or the Lakshmi in the service of the Madhav. This is what Hanumanji is doing. This is what Srila Prabhupada is doing. That if you are serving, if you are enjoying the Lakshmi alone, you are becoming like a Ravana. But if you are engaging the Lakshmi in the service of the Madhav, then your Lakshmi will be purified. So Srila Prabhupada says, in the brahmachari life, the training is sufficient imparted that one may understand the world is property belong to Supreme Lord. अगर हम बोलते हैं ये सब कुछ भगवान का है, तो फिर इसको ज़्यादा आगे पीछे करने की क्या ज़रूरत है. So similarly, therefore, household life, there is a license. They can enjoy at a restricted level, they get married, and everyone is energy generate or borrow from reservoir of energy of the Lord. So Srila Prabhupada is saying that at the end of the day, uh, in this fallen age of quarrel and dimension, Srila Prabhupada is saying in Srimad Bhagavatam 1536, where we are staying, this is the age of quarrel and dimensions. यहाँ पर हर जगह पर पथ खतरा है, तकलीफ है, लड़ाई है, लोग डुप्लीशियस है. If only the leading and wealthy persons of society agree to spend their 50% of their income in the service of Lord, as it is taught by Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, there is absolutely certain converting this hell of pandemic to the transcendent adobe of the Lord. अब क्या हो रहा है कि like people are spending a lot of money. If you go to the cinema, you have to buy the ticket, you buy popcorn, and you go for the dine out. But sometimes you go to the program, you see that in the temple the prasad is coming, someone is donating. Someone has donated for the temple where you are going and you are getting all the facility. But they are not donating there in the temple, but they are giving a lot of money. Like in Dubai we are living, everything you need, there is a price. आप कहीं पे भी जाएंगे ना, दुबई में कोई भी चीज़ फ्री नहीं है. यू है दे आर चार्जिंग ओनली. बुर्ज खलीफा देखना फ्री है, वहाँ पर फाउंटेन देखना फ्री है. Apart from this, everything you need to pay the money in a small step. Everything you park your car like in New York, in the USA, you have to pay the fees. You are passing some road, you have to pay the toll. The people are ready to give for this, but they are not ready to give the Lakshmi to the mission of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So that is why Srila Prabhupada said, because the people are not engaging their Lakshmi in the service of the Lord, that is why they are engaging their Lakshmi or the money in the nonsensical things. And what will happen? They will go and they are doing the sinful activity. देखो, फॉर एग्जाम्पल, यदि आप भगवान की सेवा नहीं करेंगे तो माया की सेवा करेंगे. और माया की सेवा कैसे होंगी? मांस लेंगे और नशा करेंगे, पर स्त्री संग, जुआ, दिस काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स, व्हेन यू आर अर्निंग मोर. बट वी हैव एग्जांपल ऑफ एल्फ्रेड फोर्ड. यू नो, फोर्ड कंपनी के जो मालिक हैं, उनके जो ग्रेट ग्रैंड सिंह हैं हेनरी फोर्ड के, अमरीश दास, ही इज यूजिंग हिज लक्ष्मी इन द सर्विस ऑफ हिज गुरु एंड इज बिल्डिंग अ वेरी बिग टेम्पल ऑफ वैदिक प्लेनेटेरियम. So Srila Prabhupada said, when everyone is taught to sacrifice 50% of his accumulated gold for the Lord's service, Certainly austerity, cleanliness and mercy automatically ensure. जब आप ध्यान करते हैं तो आपका हृदय, आपका घर, आपका पूरा स्थान और आपकी लक्ष्मी भी शुद्ध होती है। और इसमें कोई ऐसा नहीं है कि आपने दान दिया है, वो दान भी भगवान का ही है। एंड द लॉस 3 lakhs ऑफ पर्सनैलिटी ऑफ रिलीजन ऑटोमेटिकली स्टेब्लिश। और धर्म के जो 3 पैर हैं जो कि गिर चुके हैं, वो कह रहे प्रभुपाद जी कि वो खुद पर खुद खड़े हो जाएंगे यदि हम भगवान की सेवा में यूज करेंगे। सो नाउ द नेक्स्ट स्लाइड, इट इज टॉकिंग अबाउट प्रतिगृणाति. Pratigranati, Srila Prabhupada is sitting and he is discussing the main topic of the, Bhagavatam. He is giving initiation. Here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Rupa Goswami is coming and giving divine darshan to Srila Prabhupada in Radha Damodar Mandir. This is called Pratigranati. Similarly, Srila Prabhupada is not even, accepting everything, but he is giving more than what we are thinking. Srila Prabhupada is giving the books, Srila Prabhupada is giving the lecture, Srila Prabhupada is accepting the service from his disciple. You see, this is a disciple of Srila Prabhupada who is giving service to Srila Prabhupada. You can see, I think he is Harisuri Prabhu or Shudakriti Prabhu. He is accepting the service, Prabhupada is giving the service, and as well as he is accepting the service as well. So, Srila Prabhupada, Bhokte Bhojate, प्रतिगृणाति के बाद क्या है, प्रति भूंगते प्रतिगृणाति, एंड आफ्टर दैट, वन सेकेंड, हरे कृष्णा, या प्रतिगृणाति mean accept in return, not only give but accept in return. And bhunkte bhojate chaiva. Now Srila Prabhupada, he is giving prasad. Bhunkte bhojate. Srila Prabhupada is distributing prasad like Krishna is distributing prasad. Here same Leela Srila Prabhupada is also doing with the kids, with all the people, and there our Prabhupada disciple also following the same kind of thing, that they are giving this Krishna consciousness to the people. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you see what this Leela is going on. If you go to Navdeep Mandal Parikrama, there is a festival, Pani Chida Dai festival, which is happening among the devotees, where Nityananda has organized a very big feast, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and all the devotees, the big sannyasi, thousand of devotees. Still this, kind of festival are going on in ISKCON. So Guyam Akhyati Prachati, it means an experienced devotee explain and inexperienced devotee learn from him. अब देखो ये भक्तों, आप लोग अच्छे से सुन लो कि आपके जीवन में कोई रोकने टोकने वाला नहीं है ना, तो फिर आप मनमानी ढंग से कार्य करोगे, विच इज वेरी डेंजरस. ऑलरेडी वी आर नॉट परफेक्ट, आवर सेंसेस आर इम्परफेक्ट and our mind is disturbed. How you can lead a life without a teacher or a guide? So here what it says, that a devotee should have a शिक्षा और दीक्षा गुरु. एन एक्सपीरियंस डिवोटी कौन है? जो हमारे शिक्षा गुरु है, जो मध्यम उत्तम अधिकारी पे हैं, और नियोफाइट डिवोटी को ट्रेन करते हैं. विच आर इन एक्सपीरियंस डिवोटी लर्न फ्रॉम मी. लाइक वी हैव अ शिक्षा गुरु, मेरे गुरु श्रीमान राजाराम प्रभु, एंड आई यूज टू गो विजिट हिज होम, and he was a full time devotee in Pakistan, and he teach me a lot. Whatever I am doing, right now, by his mercy only I am doing whatever the preaching. And my Guru Maharaj personally trained me. My Guru Maharaj gave me the project. My Guru Maharaj has guided me at every step, that what is the next step, what you have to do. So they personally trained me. So if you have a desire to serve a pure devotee, already everything will be, automatically arranged by the Lord's mercy. It is not only the my case, but there are many different cases. So here what it says, that one should inquire about Krishna conscious movement and open his mind in order to understand the situation of this material world. Right now, we have many devotees online, and I'm 100% sure that in your day to day life, there are obstacles, challenges, and you are not able to do things in a right way and you are confused. There comes, you have to discuss with your Shiksha Guru and Diksha Guru, but hardly some of the devotee, वो one to one call होगी. So there are actually three types of program, I'm telling you. The one program is that general mass of program, where we don't know the people. Some of the people, they come and personally meet us, they join the congregation, like you all devotees have congregationally joined. This is general program. And then is a specific program for Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, that special topic we are reading, Nectar of Instruction. जैसे जनरल लोगों को आप नेक्टर ऑफ इंस्ट्रक्शन का पता ही नहीं होगा, उनको बोलेंगे क्या चीज़ है, व्हाट दे आर टीचिंग, इज देयर एनी बुक नेक्टर ऑफ इंस्ट्रक्शन, हु इज रूपा गोस्वामी. बट एज सुन एज यू एसोसिएट विद द डिवोटी, देन यू सिट इन अ स्पेसिफिक फिल्टर्ड क्लास. ये फिल्टर्ड लोग होते हैं जो कि भक्त बनना चाहते हैं. And apart from, there is a third kind of class which happen person to person, or counseling session, or mentor session, That is why in ISKCON, if you want to take the initiation, they will ask that आपके counselor कौन है? Who is your Shiksha Guru? They will recommend, then you will get the initiation. So similarly, one have to open his mind in order to understand the situation of this material world to who? To the expert devotee. So here you see Srila Prabhupada has met a lot of devotees. Here Srila Prabhupada is sitting and discussing the general classes, and they are the specific people who are going with Srila Prabhupada asking personal question. They are revealing their mind, and there are two types of thing, which is a private discussion, and there are general discussion where other devotees also get benefit, and they are working with Srila Prabhupada, and Srila Prabhupada is guiding them. Similarly, here you can see that Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Ramanand Rai, Rupa Goswami, they were all one-to-one meetings. You see why I'm showing all these picture. In the previous picture, you see there are general lectures, like a lot of people are there who is sitting and taking general classes. But in the next slide, there is a one-to-one relationship, which is very Guhyam Akhyati, confidential. So here you can see the first picture. I don't remember who is preaching. Maybe you can help me. आप मुझे बता सकते हैं कि पहले पिक्चर में कौन है दो. एक मुझे लगता है सूत गोस्वामी है. आई डोंट नो, but I'm sure then the next picture, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is giving knowledge to Ramananda Rai, and in the next Rupa and Sanatan Goswami, one of the acharya is there who is accepting Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So they are discussing this topic confidentially to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and there is a one-to-one meeting is happening here. So in the next slide, if you see, we have to exercise of the heart. So I will explain to you that personally express the kind words to at least two devotee. यहाँ पर देखो मैंने वही वाली बात की ना, दो devotee होने चाहिए. Personally express kind word to at least in the society two devotee, and there should be advance. एक advance होना चाहिए, एक दोस्त होना चाहिए, क्योंकि दोस्त एक दूसरे की बातें छुपाते हैं. Both the friends will hide each other thing, but advanced devotee will tell you, no, you are not doing right and you are going in a wrong direction. So एक हमको लगाम देने वाला कोई होना चाहिए. अगर कोई हमें लगाम देने वाला नहीं, हम मनमानी ढंग से करेंगे भक्ति, तो कभी भी हमें फायदा नहीं होगा. एंड डू टू मेनियल एक्ट्स ऑफ सर्विस फ्रॉम योर हार्ट विदाउट अर्सन पर्सन नॉलेज. तो दो दोस्त होने चाहिए भक्तों में, शिक्षा गुरु दीक्षा गुरु, और दो दोस्त होने चाहिए. एंड एक छोटी कोई भी सर्विस पकड़ लो मंदिर में, जैसे कि अब देखो कवल माता जी है, शी इज क्रिएटिंग द थंबनेल्स फॉर अवर यूट्यूब फॉर एग्जाम्पल. विनित्रा माता जी है, एंड अनु माता जी, उमेश प्रभु, दे आर डूइंग सर्विस फॉर आवर ऑनलाइन लेक्चर्स एंड द क्लासेस. सो दो सेवाएं तो हर भक्त को करनी चाहिए. एंड ब्रेकिंग फॉर्मेलिटीज, प्रैक्टिसिंग डिवोटी द पर्सन, रिमाइंड अवर सेल्फ व्हाट इज गुड इन द पर्सन रिक्वायर्ड फॉर रिस्पेक्ट. So first most important etiquette is that we should respect the devotee, make a very friendly environment within the society. So make it as a mission to give true love, take much sacrifice and risk, be a friend to get a friend. So if you want a higher thing, there will be a lot of risk. And it is not that Krishna will not help you. Don't worry, Krishna will help you. We have to be confident, but we should not be overconfident. This is the one thing we should remember. So if you want a loving friend, then get a loving friend in exchange as well. So in the next verse, religion is the special function of a human society. देखो, first we become religious, then we become spiritual. First we become ritual, and then it is spiritual. When a religious system develop and turn to love of God, it is successful. So before we were always serving the demigods, we were confused about so many things, and we were doing all kind of rituals in our family. But this was the first step that we go toward the love of Godhead. Love of God is the PhD, but you cannot directly jump. The person first become ritual, he become away from the sinful activities, he accept the gyan knowledge, and then he start loving the Lord. So, supreme occupation for all the humanity is that by which we can attain loving devotional service unto transcendent love. Such devotion savai pumsam paro dharmo yator bhakti adokshite tuki apratiyeta ye atma sus parisiddhati. Those who are serving the Lord, they are getting full satisfaction, and they are satisfied with the self, and this service to the Lord are unmotivated and uninterrupted. ऐसा नहीं कि भगवान की सेवा करने के बदले में मुझे ये चाहिए वो चाहिए. नो, भगवान की सेवा कैसे करनी है? जैसे माँ बच्चे की सेवा करती है. मदर लव्स द किड्स out of love. So one should associate with the member of Krishna conscious movement, Srila Prabhupada is saying, because it is the only movement that teaches one how to develop love's dormant love of God Krishna. भगवान कृष्णा के प्रति जो हमारा जो प्रेम है, वो ये प्रभुपाद जी कह रहे हैं Okay, who can help us to develop? Srila Prabhupada saying that ISKCON society is there in all over the world, not even in India. But Srila Prabhupada is arranged. So, like for example, you see, in all over the world, I land in the France. I saw a devotee, and on the road, he was my friend. Actually, his name was Michael, and suddenly I met him first time. He's connected with me online. Krishna has arranged that as soon as you land, आपके कोई परिवार का आदमी जब आप बाहर देश में देखोगे कैसे आप गले लगाओगे. Similarly, the devotees are our family. They are our friends. When I saw this devotee, he was wearing tilak and kanti. All over the world, you go, you will find devotee. We are not following any pantha. We are not following any sect. We are actually following the Sanatan Dharma or the Bhagavad Gita in as it is pure form. That is the success Srila Prabhupada is given. That whenever in any part of the city, I'm not talking about country, in even the Pakistan, I'm from Pakistan, in any part, there are certain cities, I don't want to mention their name, you will find Krishna conscious devotee there as well. Because the love of Krishna is already there in our heart. And how they become devotee? Because the devotee took risk and go to that part of area which are sometimes very dangerous, and they try to give Krishna consciousness to this devotee. That will please your Guru, that will please your Krishna. So Prabhupada is saying the International Society for Krishna Consciousness has been established to facilitate these six kind of loving exchange between the devotees. We are experiencing it. It is not just the words, but it is actually. So Prabhupada is saying Dadati means distribute holy name of the Lord. अब देखो ददाती का मतलब क्या है प्रभुपाद जी समझा रहे हैं. Prabhupada said, Dadati means distribute and preach the holy name of the Lord through the process of Harinam Sankirtan. Dadati means dena, offering gifts. How you can give to the people? By visiting them, by giving them Harinam, by giving them chanting, by giving them books. Pratignati means willing to accept the holy name serves the Pratigni principle. आप भगवान के नाम के प्रति जो सेवा है ना वो करने की इच्छा प्रभुपाद जी कहते हैं प्रतिगृहणाति है एक्सेप्ट और टेक इट गुह्यम प्रचाति मीन्स टू इंक्वायर अबाउट द फिलोसफी और कृष्ण कॉन्शियस सर्व गुह्यम प्रचाति प्रिंसिपल गुह्यम प्रचाति कैसे होगी when you are doing this kind of satsang or the classes it can be online or the in person. So Prabhupada is saying that ISKCON is giving Guyati Prachati, giving this philosophy to freely to all over the people. Not even the knowledge but prasad. If you go into the temple, they will not charge you कि आपको इतने पैसे देने पड़ेंगे इस प्रोग्राम में आने के लिए. No. Guyam Akhyati to explain the science of Krishna consciousness, submissive inquiry serve the Guyam Akhyati. ये कृष्णा भावना में लोगों को देनी है गुह्यम आख्याति कैसे सबमिसिव वे में नॉट इन अ प्राउड कि हमें कुछ आता है हम ज्ञानी हैं हमें बहुत कुछ आता है हम आपको सिखाएंगे नो यू हैव टू बी वेरी हम्बल यू हैव टू वेरी मीक एंड गिव दिस कृष्ण कॉन्शियसनेस टू द mass of people bhojayate to offer prasad to ISKCON's life member and to general public at the Sunday love feast and festival sir bhojate principle means you go to the ISKCON temple Sunday there is a feast Friday some of the countries cities like in our country there are program on Friday most of the program is happening on Sunday you are coming to the program there is a free kirtan free devotee meet and greet free prasad and the ISKCON is providing the Sunday love feast as well and bhongte means to accept invitation to take prasad in the homes of life members serve the bhongte principle you have to visit the people you have to meet people you have to go out of your home and give this Krishna consciousness so Srila Prabhupada, the Guru Maharaj, has given the negative injection of this verse. Bhakti Siddhanta Maharaj is giving us educating all devotee engaged in preaching should refrain from giving or accepting anything from Mayavadi and atheist. Yes, I am sharing this screen. Please try to understand, my dear devotee. It is very important topic that tell us that to whom to accept and to whom to not accept. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Maharaj is saying that maybe there are people who will accept this verse negatively and how all the devotee engage in preaching जब हम प्रचार करते हैं should refrain उनको नहीं जाना चाहिए giving or accepting anything from मायावादी and atheist ना तो हमें डोनेशन ना तो प्रसाद और ना ही कोई गुह्यम पर्सनल रिलेशनशिप वी हैव टू कीप विद द मायावादी मीन्स दोज हु आर नॉट एक्सेप्टिंग कृष्णा इज द सुप्रीम पर्सनैलिटी ऑफ गॉड and those who are saying the supreme truth is a Brahma Jyoti or the light, they are the called Mayavadi. And atheist means though as they don't accept Krishna as the supreme personality of Godhead. So how Bhakti Siddhanta Maharaj says, unless one is very advanced, he is unable to utilize everyone's contribution to further Krishna conscious movement. Next section, text number 4. So you know, Srila Prabhupada has given a very nice example that why you should not visit the atheist and Mayavadi. So Prabhupada is saying, for example, there is a milk and this milk is touched by the snake, what will happen? क्या होगा, कौन मुझे बताएगा? चैट बॉक्स में, एनी डिवोटीज हु आर ऑनलाइन?
It will be poisonous, Prabhuji.
इट विल बी पॉइजनस, यस। एनी अदर डिवोटी? और कौन कौन ऑनलाइन है? हु इज द डिवोटी? कौन कौन सुन रहे हैं? एवरीवन इज देयर। So Srila Prabhupada is saying that this will become, thank you Anumata ji, Hare Krishna, Anumata ji and Umesh Prabhu is there. So Prabhupada is saying that unless one is very advanced, like I give you an example in a one short, some of the Srila Prabhupada disciples said we will go and preach in night club. रात की जो वहाँ पर पार्टीज होती है वहाँ पर जाके प्रचार करेंगे। थैंक यू हरे कृष्णा कवल माता जी। सो Srila Prabhupada says you are going, make sure you come back. आप जा तो रहे हो कि, लेकिन ऐसा नहीं आ जाना। क्यों? कि दे वर नॉट एडवांस इन भक्ति। देर आर चांसेस दे विल गेट अट्रैक्शन टूवर्ड द, थैंक यू रविश प्रभु, थैंक यू, देर आर चांसेस दे विल गेट अट्रैक्टेड टूवर्ड द night clubs, women's and luxury and all these things. So we have to be very careful. Srila Prabhupada can take risk. The advanced devotee like our Guru Maharaj can take risk, but we should not take risk. So there is a danger for a preacher when he receive great quantity of money, for as soon as he spend even a single cent for the collection of his personal sense gratification, he become a fallen victim. तो भक्तों देखो, ये उन प्रचारकों के लिए है जो लोगों के घरों में प्रचार करने के लिए जाते हैं, उनको हार भी पहनाते हैं, लक्ष्मी भी देते हैं, आदर सम्मान भी देते हैं। लेकिन अगर जहां हमने समझ लिया कि ये सब कुछ हमारे कारण है, माय डियर डिवोटी, सी फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट इफ आई रिमूव दिस तिलक, रिमूव द कंठी एंड देयर इज नो भगवत गीता, नो वन विल इनवाइट मी एट देयर होम। कोई हमें पूछेगा भी नहीं, कोई देखेगा भी नहीं। दिस इज ऑल हैपनिंग ड्यू टू कृष्णा एंड श्रील प्रभुपाद। वी शुड बी वेरी वेरी थैंकफुल to Lord Krishna, and whatever the money, respect, and good things we are getting in this society is only due to ISKCON, Srila Prabhupada, and our Guru Maharaj. We should not be puffed up. So there is a dangerous, when we receive a great quantity of money, we should give this money to the temple for the program. एंड प्रभुपाद इज सेइंग एज सुन एज यू विल यूज अ सिंगल सेंट, भगवान का जो पैसा है उसका, लक्ष्मी का एक ढेला, एक रुपया भी आपने अपनी इंद्र तृप्ति के लिए यूज किया, देन देर आर चांसेस यू बिकम फॉल इन विक्टम, फॉल डाउन होने के चांसेस होते हैं। सो शिला प्रभुपाद से इफ यू एवर गेट मनी, शिला प्रभुपाद, गुरु महाराज वॉज विद शिला प्रभुपाद एंड प्रभुपाद वॉज गाइडिंग, वॉज गाइडेड। देखो शिला प्रभुपाद के हाथ में इनके बच्चे हैं, छोटे प्यारे बच्चे हैं, आई थिंक मोहन डे। And Bhakti Siddhant Maharaj is saying, if you ever get money, print books. Srila Bhakti Siddhant Saraswati Maharaj said to Srila Prabhupada that Maya's most attractive feature is women and money. Now, this is a very important word. Srila Prabhupada is saying कि माया का जो सबसे बड़ा अतकंडा होता है वो स्त्री और पैसा है। इसीलिए चैतन्य महाप्रभु व्हाट ही सेज, ना धनम ना जन्म न सुंदरिम कविताम व जगह इसका। So we Krishna conscious men have to deal with women and money in the course of preaching work, and the only prophylactic measure to save us is to accept them for our sense gratification. Then we shall remain strong enough. Materialistic people take everything for sense gratification. Krishna conscious people take everything for Krishna's satisfaction. So this is a very important and dangerous topic as well. When we go out for preaching and we have left everything for the service of Krishna, there is a chance that we feel victim of the money and the woman, opposite sex. And what will happen when you are meet and greet people? There are chances you will become victimized. But we have to be very careful, and we should maintain the perfect distance or the important or necessary distance to the opposite relation. जितनी बात करनी है उतनी करनी है. That is why we should keep a distance, and there is always a boundary. एक सीमा होती है जो हम सबको पता होती है, जिसको लांघना नहीं है. So Prabhupada is saying that materialist people take everything for Krishna consciousness, everything for Krishna's satisfaction. And but if we are also using Krishna consciousness, ISKCON, devotee connection and relation for our own self gratification, then it is very dangerous. So now we are going to conclude this today's verse. It says, Srila Prabhupada, that keep company with the devotee. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल हमेशा भक्तों के संग में रहना है, देन ही भक्ति आगे ही जड़ेगी। भक्तों के संग के बगैर भक्ति आगे नहीं। एटलीस्ट वंस इन अ वीक यू शुड गो टू द टेम्पल, मीट डिवोटी इन पर्सन, अदरवाइज देर आर चांसेस यू विल नॉट प्रोग्रेस इन डिवोशनल सर्विस। माया आपकी चैंटिंग और भक्ति, वो जो कि भक्ति की बेस है, विच इज द बेस ऑफ द डिवोशनल सर्विस, उस पर अटैक करती है। ऑब्जर्व द रेगुलेटिव प्रिंसिपल ऑफ डिवोशनल सर्विस। प्रभुपाद इज सेइंग फॉलो द फोर रेगुलेटिव प्रिंसिपल: नो मीट ईटिंग, नो इंटॉक्सिकेशन, नो इलिसिटिव रिलेशन, नो गैम्बलिंग। पर स्त्री संग, नशा, जुआ और मांस पक्षियों से परे रहना है, जिसमें चाय, कॉफी और ऑनियन गार्लिक भी आते हैं। and chant 16 line, 16 माला का जप. थर्ड शिला प्रभुपाद फॉलो इन द फुट स्टेप ऑफ प्रीवियस आचार्य, जो हमारे साधु गुरु शास्त्र है और हरि भक्ति विलास, चैतन्य महाप्रभु, चैतन्य चरितमृत, भगवद गीता, भागवतम, वी हैव टू फॉलो देम एज इट इज विदाउट एनी डेविएशन. वी हैव टू फॉलो द शिला प्रभुपाद एज इट इज व्हाट ही हैज टॉट टू अस. उसमें कोई प्लस नहीं करना है, कोई चीज़ माइनस भी नहीं करना. एंड फुल ओबीडियंस कैरी आउट द ऑर्डर ऑफ द स्पिरिचुअल मास्टर. जैसे आपके गुरु कह रहे हैं आप ऐसे कार्य करोगे तो आपको सफलता मिलेगी, वरना अपने मनमानी ढंग से कार्य करोगे कभी भी सफलता प्राप्त नहीं होगी. लाइक शिला प्रभुपाद गुरु महाराज ऑर्डर्ड हिम दैट यू गो टू अमेरिका and preach there. Srila Prabhupada get all the power, energy with his guru. So whenever your guru is instructing you, he is also giving you Shakti. Like we go to Pakistan, when I landed this last month, there was not a single program was organized. Only एक program he organized था. But later I prayed to my Guru Maharaj from core of my heart, and by mercy of Guru Maharaj, everything was set up so nicely. So in this way we should be able to develop our Krishna conscious dormant love of Krishna. तो ये कार्य करने से चार कार्य: भक्तों का संग, 16 माला, 4 नियम, प्रीवियस आचार्य को एज इट इज फॉलो करना है, प्लस माइनस नहीं करना है, और गुरु की आज्ञा का पालन करना है. दैट विल हेल्प यू टू सेव यू फ्रॉम द बिग डेंजर. सो डिवोटी हु इज नीदर अ न्योफाइट नॉर अ माया भागवत और अ ग्राफ बट विद इन द मिडिल स्टेट ऑफ डिवोशन इज एक्सपेक्टेड टू लव द सुप्रीम पर्सनैलिटी. देखो, यू हैव टू लव अल्टीमेटली व्हाट इज व्हाई वी आर टॉकिंग ऑल दीज थिंग्स, बिकॉज वी वॉन्ट टू लव द सुप्रीम पर्सनैलिटी ऑफ गॉड एंड भगवान श्री कृष्ण को प्रेम प्राप्त करना है. इसलिए सो मेक फ्रेंड्स विद डिवोटी, शो फेवर टू द इग्नोरेंट, जो अपने से नीचे हैं, जो नहीं सुनते, बात नहीं करते हैं, उनको भी कृष्ण भावना सबमिसिवली देना है. अज्ञानता में, अभिमान में उनको ऐसा नहीं बोलना है कि ये भक्ति नहीं करते, सोए पड़े हुए. एंड रिजेक्ट द जेलस एंड डिमोनिक पीपल. असत्संग त्याग ऐ वैष्णव. और ऐसे जो जेलस हैं, डिमोनिक नेचर है, उनको रिजेक्ट करना, उनसे थोड़ा सा डिस्टेंस बना. सो इन दिस वर्ड देर इज ए ब्रीफ मेंशन द प्रोसेस ऑफ मेकिंग लविंग ट्रांजेक्शंस with the supreme personality of God and making friend with this devotee. Srila Prabhupada is saying. So now I'm going to conclude with a quote which I'm sharing in front of you, which is a concluding topic for today's class. What Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Maharaj is saying, that exchange love with the devotee who are in the same aspiration as oneself. बराबर के समान के भक्तों के साथ ही एक्सचेंज ऑफ लव करें. एंड वन हु अफेक्शनेट टू वन से इनहांस वंस भक्ति. और बराबर समान के लोगों से इनहांस वंस भक्ति होगी. ऑफरिंग एंड एक्सेप्टिंग आइटम रिवीलिंग कॉन्फिडेंशियल रियलाइजेशन टू वन अनदर एंड सर्विंग एक्सेप्टिंग द फूड आर ऑल एक्टिविटी दैट इंक्रीज अफेक्शन. One should not perform these activity with those different aspiration in life than owns life. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati in his commentary Anuvati. So here the main topic is that keep relationship within the devotees only, those who are advanced number one and those who are near to you. आपके जो नीचे हैं उनके ऊपर कृपा करें, बराबर वालों के साथ दोस्ती करें, और आपसे जो उन्नत हैं उनसे आज्ञा और इच्छा लें. तो प्रभुपाद इज ऑलवेज merciful to the kids, especially the Matajis. You can see Shri Prabhupada is showing her love and affection to a small kids. अभी तो ये बहुत बड़ी हो गई होंगी, ये माता जी कितनी भाग्यशाली होंगी. सोचिए, विचार करिए, देखे खाली कि माता जी जो है, ये बच्ची प्रभुपाद जी के साथ खड़े होकर प्रभुपाद जी के दर्शन कर रही है, प्रभुपाद जी उनको कॉल कर रहे हैं. हमने तो प्रभुपाद जी के साक्षात दर्शन इन पर्सन नहीं किए, फोटोज वीडियोज में देखा है, लेकिन ये माता जी जो भी होगी आज जिंदा ही होगी 100%. आई एम श्योर शी वुड बी अराउंड 50 और 60-year-old, but how fortunate she is. So here I am ending my lecture, my dear devotees. Thank you so much, and I'm stopping the live streaming. And Shri Shri Radha Shyam Sundar Bhagwan ki jai, Shri Shri Gaur Nitai ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Rupa Goswami Maharaj ki jai.